Today is the day to make Brazil's most beloved dessert, condensed milk pudding. And hey, if you think pudding is hard to make, get ready to be surprised. This recipe is so easy and quick that you'll be wondering how you never tried it before. The best part? It has that creamy texture that melts in your mouth, leaving you with a craving for more. Imagine making a pudding as delicious as the one from the bakery, but with that special touch that only you can add. And the best part? You'll make it all in no time, no mystery involved. So grab your ingredients and get ready to shine in the kitchen, because this recipe will win you over from the first bite. Curious to know how? Keep reading. For this recipe, we'll need 4 eggs, 1 can of condensed milk, the same amount of regular milk as the can, half a cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence, a pinch of salt, a pudding mold, a pot, a blender, and an oven. Now let's get started. First, the secret to the perfect pudding is to take it slow. Start with the sugar, which will turn into a wonderful caramel and give that golden, delicious touch to the bottom of the pudding. Melt the sugar on low heat, stirring occasionally until it turns golden and has that irresistible shine. When the caramel is ready, very carefully pour it into the pudding mold. Let it spread, covering the entire base, and set it aside. This step is crucial because the caramel will harden a little as the pudding bakes, creating that crust that melts when you slice a piece. Now let's move on to the mixture. Add the eggs, condensed milk, regular milk, and vanilla essence to the blender. The trick here is to blend well, but not too much, to ensure the mixture is nice and smooth. The vanilla will give that wonderful aroma that will fill your house while the pudding bakes. The salt is a secret ingredient that will balance the sweetness and add a unique flavor that makes all the difference. Blend everything until it's well combined. Once the mixture is ready, pour it into the caramelized mold. The trick to getting a smooth, hole-free pudding is to cover the mold with aluminum foil before placing it in the oven. This will ensure that the pudding cooks evenly without drying out. Preheat the oven to 180 degrees Celsius, and the best way to bake the pudding is in a water bath. Place the mold in a larger baking dish with warm water and put it in the oven. Baking time may vary, but the pudding will be in there for about 1.5 hours. During this time, it will become firm and golden on top, with that creamy center that's a must. Once the pudding is ready, carefully remove it from the oven and let it cool. This is the hardest part, because the temptation to cut a piece is huge, but wait until it's completely cooled before unmolding it. When you unmold it, the pudding will release from the bottom with a golden shine and an aroma that will make everyone's mouth water. The texture should be creamy, the caramel crust will break smoothly, and the mix of flavors will be the most delicious thing you've ever tasted. Serve it chilled, because the pudding becomes even more incredible after a few hours in the fridge. If you want to add a special touch, try adding lemon zest to the pudding mixture. It'll make the flavor even more refreshing. Or maybe a berry sauce on top for a more intense flavor combination. But of course, these are just suggestions. The pudding by itself is already irresistible. When you cut the first slice, you'll notice the crunchiness of the caramel and the creaminess of the pudding. It's an instant satisfaction. This dessert is a real winner and will definitely impress everyone. Now, how about hitting that like button, sharing with your friends, and commenting what you thought of the recipe? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more delicious recipes like this one. See you soon. Thanks.